CBSE Class 10 Life Processes. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a Class 10 student, you know biology can be fascinating, and today we're diving into the absolute core of it, life processes. What makes something alive? It's not just moving, it's all the fundamental work happening inside even when you're sleeping. These maintenance functions are the life processes. We'll be covering the four main processes: nutrition, respiration, transportation, and excretion. Let's jump right in. To nutrition. First up is nutrition, getting and using food for energy and growth. We have two main modes. Autotrophic nutrition, organisms like plants make their own food. The process, photosynthesis. Heterotrophic nutrition, organisms like animals, fungi get food from others. This includes holozoic saprophytic fungi on dead matter and parasitic lice cuscuta. Photosynthesis. Autotrophic. Photosynthesis is the magic show plants perform. They convert light energy into chemical energy. The equation, 6CO2 plus 12H2O backslash right row C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O3. Key steps: absorption of light by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy to chemical energy and splitting of water, and reduction of backslash text CO2 to carbohydrates. Don't forget the stomata. These tiny pores on leaves regulate backslash text CO2 intake and water loss. They are controlled by the guard cells. Nutrition in humans. Holozoic. Now for the intricate part, nutrition in human beings. We follow the holozoic path, breaking down complex food in our alimentary canal. It starts in the mouth, then the stomach, where backslash text HCl and pepsin start protein digestion, and finally the small intestine. The small intestine is the main site. It receives bile from the liver to emulsify fats and pancreatic juice containing amylase, trypsin, and lipase. Complete digestion and absorption happen here thanks to millions of finger-like projections called villi. 3. Respiration. Next is respiration, the process of releasing energy from the food we just digested. Remember, energy is stored in the cell as ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the cell's currency. Breakdown of glucose. The first step for all respiration is the breakdown of the 6-carbon glucose molecule into 2,3-carbon pyruvate molecules. This happens in the cytoplasm. Aerobic respiration. In the presence of backslash text O2, pyruvate goes into the mitochondria and is completely broken down into backslash text CO2, backslash text H2, backslash text O, and a large amount of energy. Anaerobic respiration. In the absence of backslash text O2 in yeast, it produces ethanol and backslash text CO2 fermentation. In human muscle cells during intense exercise, it produces lactic acid, which causes cramps and a small amount of energy. Respiration in humans. How do we get that oxygen? The human respiratory system. Air travels through the nostrils, trachea, bronchi, and into the lungs, where the crucial action happens in the tiny sacs called alveoli. The thin, moist walls of the alveoli and the surrounding blood capillaries allow for the efficient exchange of gases, backslash text O2 into the blood and backslash text CO2 out. 4. Transportation. Transportation is all about moving substances around the body. Transportation in humans. Circulatory system. In humans, we rely on the mighty circulatory system. The central organ is the heart. It's a 4-chambered pump, 2 atria on top and 2 ventricles below. We have double circulation. Pulmonary circulation. Blood is pumped from the right side of the heart to the lungs for oxygenation. Systemic circulation. Oxygenated blood from the left side of the heart is pumped to the rest of the body. And don't forget the tubes. Arteries carry blood away from the heart, mostly oxygenated except pulmonary artery, and veins carry blood to the heart, mostly deoxygenated except pulmonary veins. Transportation in plants. Plants also need a transport system. They have two main vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. Xylem transports water and minerals from the roots upwards. This movement is largely driven by transpiration pull, the suction force created by water loss through the stomata. Phloem transports food, the products of photosynthesis, from the leaves to other parts of the plant. This process is called translocation and requires energy, ATP. 5. Excretion. Finally, we must get rid of metabolic waste. That process is excretion. Excretion in humans. In humans, the main excretory organ is the kidney. Each kidney is packed with millions of basic filtering units called nephrons. The nephron filters the blood to remove nitrogenous waste, urea, uric acid, excess water, and salts to form urine. Essential substances like glucose are reabsorbed back into the blood. The urine is collected and passed to the urinary bladder. Excretion in plants. Plants have less complex systems. They get rid of oxygen during photosynthesis and excess water through transpiration. They also store waste products in cellular vacuoles or even in old leaves that eventually fall off. 6. Conclusion. And that's a wrap on the CBSE Class 10 Life Processes chapter. We've covered how living beings get energy, nutrition, release it, respiration, move materials, transportation, and clean up the mess, excretion. Understanding these 4 processes is key to understanding life itself. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more Class 10 science content. Let me know in the comments which topic you want me to cover next. Happy studying, and I'll see you in the next video.